What's up, YouTube? Dylan here with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and I have some exciting kind of content for you guys upcoming, and all of you guys at home. So today we are starting episode 1 of our new series, No Distribution Tool. We are only going to tamp, and we are going to be comparing all of my grinders that I have. So right now I currently have the built-in Breville Barista Express. I have the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. I also have the Niche Zero grinder and also the Atom 75. So pretty much we have from beginner to advanced here in this espresso bar. So what this series is intended for, and what I made this for, was because when I say no distribution, I mean no distribution tool. So I am not going to be using this boy at all throughout this whole entire series. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be using the palm method, and I am going to be comparing the extraction, the uniformity of the grinds, and we are also going to be looking at the taste, the quality of the grinder. And then when I get done comparing the two that I'm comparing in the series, which today we are starting out with the Atom 75 and the Niche, I will be telling you which one I feel is probably best suited for home use, best suited for commercial use. Obviously, these are going to be the only ones best suited for commercial use. A little fun here with this kind of series here. So we're going to go ahead and get going. So we are going to be using the same beans. I actually just dumped these beans into the hopper, so I'll be using these for the Niche. I just cleaned out this grinder, so all the beans in here were just dumped in to keep it fair, and we're going to be using the same bag. So we are using Mexican Chiapas, which is the flavor tasting notes of chocolate, nuts, and honey. So these are really good. It's a really sweet and smooth drink, and we are going to be making ourselves an Americano when we're done, so that way we can really get the clarity of the beans, so that way we have it all pretty much dialed in here. So we are going to be using 20 grams. I'm just going to bring it closer for all of you guys. So we are actually going to start with the Atom 75 first. So what we're going to do, so this has been on for about 40 minutes now, so it's nice and hot, can't even touch it. So we are going to be, like I said, using Mexican Chiapas. So that is in here. We are also going to be putting in here. We're going to start with this first. And today we are going to tamper by Pullman, which is the Big Step. Definitely, if you have a 58 millimeter, I would definitely recommend this. It has been absolutely amazing. Yes, it is a bit pricey, sitting at $160 to $170. Is it necessary? No, but none of this stuff is necessary. So I guess it's worth whatever you're willing to pay for. So we're going to go ahead. A nice trick if you are going to weigh your portafilter is just to go ahead and flip this and kind of off center it, and it makes a good weighing plate for your portafilter. So we're going to go ahead and start, tear it out. Alright, so I do want to point something out here, because I think it is definitely important to share. So this is 19.4 grams. So let me just go ahead and get to 20 grams. 20.2. We are going to keep it even, so we're going to go down to 20 grams. Don't know what my scale just did there, but we'll go with it. Alright, so I am going to show you guys a comparison on distribution, and just to show you guys how the Atom does compared with the Niche. So one huge thing that I've noticed with all of my grinders, the Atom 75 is the only one that I can really do this method with. However, I am going to show you them all today. But this is one of the big things. So as you can see, it definitely needs to be distributed still. And you can see by kind of going with my palm, it pretty much flattens out immediately. So that's how fluffy these grinds are. Obviously, this one is a dosing straight from grinder to portafilter, so that also makes it a little bit better as well. However, it is really nice and distributed now, and it was little to no work. So definitely a really good plus for the Atom 75. So now we are just going to go ahead and tamp. Give it a little bit of a quarter turn and lift straight up. So now we're just gonna show you guys here how nice and clean the Pullman tamps it almost every single time, which is extremely nice, especially if you are looking for consistency. You're not letting any of those grams that you calculated for on the edge of the basket here. So really nice and flat. So definitely 100% would recommend the Pullman. So now we are going to go ahead and pull our shot. Let me go ahead and lower this for you guys. All right, so first we're just gonna start by flushing that, locking it in. We're gonna stay consistent every time. All right, and again, we're using the Akaya Lunar Scale. Definitely is a good tool to own. However, it is pretty pricey as well, sitting at $225. All right, so let me get you a good view of the shot and the scale. There you go. And here we go. We are looking for 40 grams in about 22 to 28 seconds here. So as you can see, pretty good shot. We're gonna be right around 40 grams, probably around 28 seconds here. So 40 grams in 32 seconds. So really good shot. Make an Americano with both of them. So I will just come back out here, zoom out, and you guys can see the process that I take for the Americano, which is pretty simple. All right. So all I like to do for the Americano is once I have my shots, actually I'll try the shot first just so you guys can get the quality of the shot. So cheers. Really good shot, extremely smooth. If you guys can see here, I'll show you guys the crema. Really good crema. It was a really nice shot too. Definitely got it in the desired time frame, but you guys can just see that nice and rich crema there. So crema is pretty bitter. I know some people enjoy the taste of crema, which it doesn't bother me now since I've been drinking it so often. However, I probably wouldn't recommend it to most people. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump both of these shots in here, and we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves an Americano. So with my Americanos, I like to just fill it kind of like 3/4 of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good stir here. All right, we're gonna set that aside because we're not gonna get the true tasting notes out of that when it's extremely hot. So what we're gonna do is we are now going to move into the niche. So I'll set you guys over here. and I will show you guys the process I take with the niche. I like to clean my tamper every single time so there's no coffee grounds on here, so you're not adding just a really little amount. So this is still extremely hot, so like I said, I'm just going to wait, and we are going to continue with the niche. And we're going to keep it all the same at 20 grams. .2. All right, we'll go 21. Right now we're on grind size 11. Just want to give a shout out to everyone. If you guys haven't already, make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, as it makes this channel grow and I can reach more of you guys out there in the coffee community. All right. So we're at 20 grams exactly. So we're going to go ahead and knock out our last shot. So definitely, if you guys have an espresso machine, I would recommend getting some kind of paintbrush or just any kind of brush will do. It definitely saves your shower screen, because when you clean all that out to begin with, before you go ahead and flush your machine, I never lock my portafilter back, or my portafilter back into the group head when I am done pulling my shot until it's 100% cleaned out. And that's just going to ensure a clean shower screen and group head as long as you do it. So I don't clean my shower screens for about 6 to 8 months. And when I do clean them, there's hardly little to any kind of coffee grounds that are stuck in there. So I always like to just wipe the shower screen once I get done pulling a shot, just to keep everything all nice and clean. So here we go. Set you guys over here. So I know some of you guys in the comments might be thinking, well, how are you going to be able to compare the niche and the atom when the atom doses straight into the portafilter, as opposed to the niche when you have to transfer it over, just because it's not really the easiest to dose straight into the portafilter. But I'm just comparing them based on the way you are going to use them. So I think that is going to be the best comparison, especially if people are in the market, because I know a lot of people have been in the market for the Atom 75 or the Atom 65. So with this, I'll show you guys, it's a little bit harder to move those grinds. So if you guys can see, it's kind of stiff no matter what. So the best method when using the niche zero grinder is going to be to not do the palm method, but to kind of just go on a counter and just kind of tap it a little bit. But you don't want to tap it too hard, because if you tap it too hard, you're going to get breaks and cracks in your bed of grinds, and that's going to lead to channeling, and that is no bueno. So again, now that we have it distributed, we are just going to go ahead and nice and even tamp, give it a little half turn, and then pick straight up. So again, I'll show you guys, almost every time you're going to see a really nice and clean sidewall, which is going to be really important for consistency. Like I said, the Pullman tamper is absolutely fantastic when it comes to that, and it's just something that has been absolutely amazing. So now we're just going to go ahead and flush that group head, keep everything nice and consistent here. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out these shot glasses really quick. Okay, here we go. Still a little dirty, but that's okay. And here we go. So I do not have either one of these dialed in. The other one I got kind of lucky with, and it was a pretty good shot. So here it looks like there was a little channeling in the beginning. You saw one side drip more than the other. However, this does look like a pretty good shot from the niche. Definitely could be probably a little bit more coarse. We hit almost about the exact same time as the Atom though, so to keep it consistent, we are going to keep that, and we are going to go ahead and make ourselves an Americano. I'll keep this view here so you guys can see the water coming out here. So with the Linea Mini, it is a tad bit hotter than the dual boiler and the Barista Express for water temperature, but if you guys want to see the shot here, definitely looks like a really good shot. Still really nice, rich in crema. I mean, you can't go wrong with either grinder that you choose. The Niche and the Atom are both absolutely fantastic grinders, and I would recommend both of them. But this is not what the series is about, so I will tell you guys which one I feel is the better option here. So cheers. I'm just going to go ahead and try this like I tried the other one. Okay, so the one thing I can tell you from initial taste of both the Atom and the Niche, with the Niche, it definitely brings out more of the sweeter notes, in my opinion. I can taste a lot more of the kind of fruity, creamier notes, and with the Atom, I can taste more of like the almost like the chocolatey notes. I mean, I can't really taste chocolate. However, it's not as sweet as the Niche. So if you're looking for a better milk-based beverage drink, I would say probably the sweeter tasting espresso is going to get the job done. So I have actually been able to enjoy milk-based beverages with both, and I actually prefer the Niche Zero for the milk-based beverages, and for pour over, I have not used the Atom yet. However, that is a plan for the future for the channel. However, I have absolutely been enjoying the Niche Zero for the grinds when going with pour over. Those really clear, sweet tasting notes. So definitely, if you are in the market for a grinder, you cannot go wrong with the Niche Zero, sitting at about $700 to $800. Absolutely amazing. So again, I'm going to go ahead and get another jug here. All right. So I'm going to bring you guys up close just so you guys can see how I make my Americano. Pretty easy. I just dump both shots of espresso in the glass, and then just fill it about 3/4 of the way full of hot water. Then we're going to go ahead and mix it. All right. So the Atom 75, that Americano should be pretty well cooled off now. So we're gonna give that a taste test here. So this is the Atom 75. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it one more time. Really nice clarity here. Smells extremely good. So, cheers. So, definitely extremely clear. It definitely tastes a little bit fruity, not too much fruity notes. I can definitely taste the traces of honey in the beans. I would say that it is 100% a really smooth shot. Now, with the Atom 75 compared with the Niche, there is a huge difference between the two, and that is price. So again, with the Niche, you're looking at about $700 to $800, depending on if you buy it from somebody else or buy it from Niche directly, which 100% I would absolutely buy it from Niche directly. I'm not sponsored by Niche. However, there is a lot of fake niches going around, so definitely wait and get on that pre-order list if you guys are looking into getting the Niche. The Atom is coming in at around $1,500, so twice the amount. That's just like a Barista Express or a bread. It is quite a big difference, and to be honest, if you guys are looking just for a coffee hobby, you're just getting into it, you cannot go wrong with the Niche Zero. The Niche Zero has been absolutely amazing. I've had it for quite some time now. I'm about ready to do a full honest review on the Niche, things I love, things I hate, the reasons why I think you should buy or should wait to upgrade. But the Niche Zero has been by far and best all-in-one grinder that I could look at the price. I mean, they use commercialized Mazzer Mini burrs or Mazzer burrs, and you can go from drip to espresso extremely easy and with hardly little to none coffee wastage, which is a big deal when you're just looking to make a couple either lattes or Americanos or espressos on a day-to-day basis. Now, looking at the Atom 75, the Atom 75 is coming in, like I said, at $1,500. Now, the big issue with the Atom 75 is, so these are both stepless grinders. However, this has an infinite adjustable wheel. So when you adjust this wheel, so I'm going to be honest, when I first bought this grinder of coffee, and I definitely know how to dial in an espresso extremely well, pretty knowledgeable on that, but it was so difficult because you can turn the knob all the way to coarse and it just doesn't stop. Same with fine. So to find that sweet spot was so much harder and so much more time consuming and frustrating than with the Niche Zero. I mean, with the Niche, I could dial in a shot within 1 to 2 shots of espresso every morning. With the Atom 75, once you have it dialed in, it's just kind of minuscule turns every single time. However, the issue is that first initial dial in process does take some time, and it could be very frustrating. But with this non-distribution series, comparing the Atom and the Niche, I'm going to go ahead and try the Niche Zero Americano now, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the differences. Yeah, so like one more time just to see. So definitely the Niche Zero wins hands down with the clarity of the sweet notes. The Niche is really sweet. It's really coming in. It's extremely clear as opposed to the Atom. The Atom's Americano is still really good. However, like I said, the tasting notes are a little bit harder to taste in an Americano. Now, as you saw, the big difference between the two is I dosed out 20 grams in about 3 seconds, as opposed to the Niche Zero, you're looking at about a second per gram. So if you're doing a 20 gram dose, it's going to take you about 20 to about 22 seconds to dose out that full amount. Now, when we're at home making better coffee at home, which most of us are, that is no issue. Obviously, all you want is a good cup of coffee, and that's what you're going to get. So Now, with the no distribution, I have really enjoyed not using a distribution tool. Now, I do use it from time to time. The clarity, you get more of the a better extraction, in my opinion, when not using a distribution tool. Now, I will be doing that as well soon in my next, and a little bit down the road in my channel. However, I have absolutely loved doing the no distribution tool method. However, if you're using a standard tamper that's not a precise or precision tamper like the Pullman, which is 58.55, or yeah, 58.55, which is going to give you that really clean look on the outer ridge of the basket like you guys saw with both shots. I see that the no distribution works a lot better with a tamper like this. Now, when I was using my Motta tamper, which is not a precision tamper and it just sits at 58 millimeters, I noticed that there is a little bit of grinds, coffee grounds around the edge of the basket, and sometimes I do get a little bit of edge channeling. It's just pretty much, it's not tamping the full basket. So in that case, I was using the distribution tool every single time because all those coffee grounds into the basket to make it a little bit easier for the extraction. Now, all tampers are amazing and I love them all. However, if you can afford to get a precision tamper and you're looking to up your game in espresso, definitely look into getting that. But again, comparing these two to kind of sum it and wrap it up, with the no distribution series, episode 1 with the niche and the atom, I would 100% go with the niche just because of the wide variety you can do. You can go from, like I said, drip to espresso extremely fast with hardly any to no coffee wastage. It brings out the sweet notes as opposed to the niche or the atom that sits at twice as much, which is 1500. And in my opinion, I think that for at-home use, this is a little bit overkill. Now, I am planning on starting a espresso cart, so an espresso trailer, coffee trailer. So I need this because I need to serve people a lot faster. If there's a line of 20 people, they're not going to want to wait over 3 minutes per drink. So that is the one downside of the niche zero. But for most of us, like I said, if you are just brewing coffee at home and you're just serving a couple people, family, friends, the niche, you can't go wrong with it. Like I said, I am not sponsored by them. However, I have fallen in love with the niche and the atom. But again, that's totally based on preference. So again, this has been the first episode of the No Distribution Tool series. This was the niche versus the Atom 75. And I think in this competition, the niche zero came up on top. However, we are going to be looking at different beans as well and doing this test again later on in the future. So again, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and I appreciate all of you guys' love and support. If you guys could consider smashing that thumbs up button, that like button, it really helps my channel grow at no extra cost or expense to you guys, and it really allows me to reach out to more people in the coffee community. With me starting my coffee trailer, I want to reach out to as many people as I possibly can because I love making espresso from home, just like you guys do as well. Also, if you guys enjoyed my channel, or this is the first time you enjoyed this video, make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button, as I would really love to welcome you guys to the family. So again, my name is Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar. I will be going on live again tonight. I will be doing the unboxing of my new flare. So I just bought a Flare Pro 2, the white one. So definitely really excited to show you guys that. I'm extremely excited to unbox it and just kind of get into using it. So I won't use it today. However, I will unbox it for you guys live. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and I will catch you guys later on tonight. If you guys have any questions, feel free to jump onto Instagram. I will be going on live on Instagram to answer any questions that you guys may have. So if you guys have not followed me on Instagram, make sure to follow me at dylan.licka. It's kind of like the behind the scenes, a little bit more laid back, and that's where I go into answering all of you guys' questions. It's a little bit harder to answer you guys' questions right now because my wife is at work. However, I come on live to help you guys types of coffee and different methods to brew. So definitely follow me on Instagram. I'll be going on Instagram in about 5 minutes after I clean this up, and we will be chatting on Instagram. So I hope to see you guys all there, and I am extremely blessed. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later tonight. Peace. Whew.